And I said, we have to be and believe we are part of the care team. We're not going to touch a patient, but if we don't feel that emotion that somebody has when they're trying to help somebody and we get in the way of that, that is a disaster. And to understand the emotion that blows back to us, because I think some people who are on our support lines or involved in different pieces for the first time, they're amazed at the blazing frustration, verging on anger when somebody, and I'm like, listen, of course they are. You don't have any idea what pressure they're under. This is, they are, it's, I don't want to be melodramatic, but it's life and death, right? I mean, it really
Yeah,
can be. And these,
they're either the people you're talking to, they're either directly involved in life or death or supporting the organization, an individual that's dealing with life and death. I mean, no one there's more than 2 levels removed. The whole Kevin Bacon thing. No, the lowest
right.
level person there, which there aren't low level in terms of importance, are only 2 levels removed from a patient.
And so when they feel it and they're conveying that, we've got to act the same way they're acting, which is you've got to be, what are you going to say? What is it? I saw the Tom Cruise movie and he's talking to the pilots and he's saying, what are you going to say to the family if you don't do a good job? What are you going to say? What are you going to tell the family? Because that's what these people ultimately have to think about is, what are you going to tell the family if you weren't able to perform as you needed to and get the result that you wanted? And once you internalize that, by the way, it makes it a lot easier to understand the whole workflow, because all of a sudden you're kind of like, there is no casual workflow. And by the way, there's no kind of like, I'll get to it tomorrow. Like if my expense report comes out Thursday instead of Tuesday or, 2 weeks from now, it's going to be annoying, but typically not a life threatening event. And this is just very different. So for software people, it's a little bit of a different smoke.
Yeah, it's very, very well said. Very well said. And to your point earlier about organizations being really reticent, especially with newer companies, it's mainly it isn't the startups actually that I've seen that has caused this high degree of professional skepticism and reticence to work. It's been back in the day, the Revlons. It's IBM that's come in and out. It's Google that within a 12-year period did 4 hokey pokies. They were in, their left foot was in, their left foot was out, their left foot was in, they shook it all about, that kind of stuff. So I get it. Like if you're a physician or you're informatics, you're IT, or whoever it is, and you see some company that you don't really know, they're going through the process, and I've talked to quite a few of them. They say, hey, if some of the big companies out of Silicon Valley and the coasts couldn't make it, they were only in it for 2-3 years. It got too tough and they backed out for a while, had to kind of regroup, so to speak. Said, what chance does a small company have? So it's interesting kind of the poisoning of the well that happened. And it's just, and I tell a lot of the companies we work with, just say, hey, it's gonna take a while. Like, know what your mission is and try to figure out really where you want to be.